Okay, here we are.
Hi.
So what were you saying?
Spider-Man Far From Home is the best movie since Endgame.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
You can't change my mind.
I was more than happy with it.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
They knocked it at the park.
It was messy
It was.
and kind of hard to follow. But at the same time, not. And at the same time, they did it perfectly.
Yeah, they went through the messy periods, and it was like... But then when the messy part was done, they kind of put it together like, oh, here's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah, and then, don't listen to this if you haven't seen the movie.
No.
But he grabs, Peter grabs, what's it called? Like a plaque sort of thing?
Yeah, it was like a sign.
Yeah, and uses it like a shield, and he grabs something else.
Yeah.
Like a camera on a wire or something.
Yeah.
And swings it, and he looks, and it imitates the thing Cap did in Endgame with his shield.
Yep.
And his hammer.
Which I loved.
I loved it so much. I laughed so hard when it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it looks familiar. And then you whispered, oh, that's what he did in Endgame. And
Yeah.
like, that's it.
It was a shout out to Endgame.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Because Peter totally saw that happen in all the battles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and totally imitated it. That's my headcanon. So
Keep going.
Zendaya, a.k.a. MJ, was in it so much more this time, and I love that because she was so good in Homecoming. I was going to say Far From Home. She was good in Far From Home, but she was also really good in Homecoming, and I wanted to know more about her character. And, is it working?
I gotta pause it.
All right.
You were talking about the MJ character.
Right. I love her character, and it pretty much builds on what was established in Homecoming.
Yeah.
In Far From Home. The Black Dahlia flower, the murder.
Yeah.
And she likes the necklace broken more.
Yeah.
Than what it would have been.
Yeah, because she's an oddball.
Yeah. And she was like, they were in the safe or whatever, and she was like, we're all gonna die, after they were all like, we're gonna get out of this, and she was just like, we're just gonna die. Sorry, I can't help telling the truth.
When they were all sharing in the vault.
Happy's like, I'm in love with Peter's aunt.
Yeah, I'm dating Peter's aunt.
Are they dating? I mean, I'd like to see that. It'd be forced. But it'd be adorable.
Yeah, it might be something they just kind of play with in the other movies or something.
Yeah, but at the start when they were chatting.
Yeah. And then he's in her office eating her lunch.
Yeah. And Peter, he turns to Happy after May leaves and goes, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, one of the biggest things in it was the humor.
Yeah.
Even at some of the dark parts, they throw a little joke in there. You're like, ah.
Yeah. And the end credits scene.
Oh.
Pissed me off.
It's like, what are you talking about?
I kind of hope it's a double illusion and not everyone knew Peter's identity.
Yeah, it was.
Because, I don't think MJ will believe it, but at the same time, they could totally do that, and they could totally make her break up with him and just...
Well, yeah, I mean, if they want to hit you hard, that's what they'll do.
Yeah, Peter
And
deserves...
they probably will.
Peter deserves a happy relationship.
Yeah.
And he's lost so much already. Just keep in mind, he lost his parents, too, in the story. Got turned into a spider.
And then lost one of his foster... But that's part of the Spider-Man story.
I know.
Is that it is pretty tragic because he keeps losing people.
Yeah. And he's 16.
Yeah.
And he's seen two
he's
people
teenager.
die.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But
Just
yeah,
insane.
they're nailing Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I read comic books and all that, and Spider-Man was never my top favorite guy. I liked him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was never the hardcore fan. But they're really crushing it with him.
Yeah.
Because he goes and fights like a ton of robots and all this, and then he gets awkward kissing the girl, you know? Like,
yeah,
he's still
like,
a teenager.
I loved when she kissed him. It was like short
Yeah.
and sweet, and then they did another short and sweet kiss, and then they kissed again. That made me so happy.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, even before Far From Home was even announced, and, like, just after Homecoming came out, people were shipping them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so much.
Well, that's the original story from the comic. His girl is MJ, who's Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Who's, well, it's not Zendaya. It's a white girl with red hair, but they switch up the character, but they're still putting them together.
Yeah.
Which is appropriate.
I loved that movie so much.
Yeah.
Just,
they crushed it.
Yeah. Like,
I really enjoyed it.
they took a huge risk making it, like, go from, where were they first?
Italy?
Italy, and then they went to, I can't pronounce it.
Prague. Yeah.
And then they went to,
closer. You can move that, right? So.
and then they went to, London? Or no, Peter ended up in the Netherlands after he fought Mysterio.
After he got run over by the train.
Oh, God.
Again, spoilers, but
yeah.
I'll put it in the description.
How did he survive that? Like, I know he has super strength, but that was a train going, like, 100, maybe more, probably more. I don't know how much trains go.
I know there's trains that have them in, like, Japan and Europe, and they do, like, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, so that was a train.
Because they're, like, rocket trains.
Probably going, like, 150.
Probably. Over 100 at least.
Yeah, yeah. And he got hit by it.
Yeah.
Like, head on smack.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming, so he didn't dodge it.
Yeah, like, and then I thought he was dead. Like, I actually thought they killed him halfway through the movie. I was like,
somebody else is going to be Spider-Man.
What the hell?
Yes, Peter gets hit by the train and scene. People would riot. They pull the screen down. I would.
I would too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then you see, like, his bloody finger, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh my God! Like, I know he has super strength.
Yeah.
But that was a train going over 100.
Yeah.
And then, like, again, when Happy was stitching him up or something, I'm not
yeah, he was giving him stitches.
And Peter was like, ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Stop it, it hurts. I thought you had super strength. It still hurts.
Yeah. Still got hit by a train. I have expected, like, they were going to show him on the other side of the fence kind of hiding or something, like the train missed.
Yeah.
But no, it's like he got smoked.
Yeah, like, that's something any other movie probably wouldn't do.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in a movie. Except, like,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Gina got hit
when
by
Gina
the
got
bus.
hit by the bus.
Okay, but Gina's not human.
That's true.
Yeah, I just didn't expect that at all.
No,
I was like, he's going to be on the roof. He's going to be on the side.
Yeah.
No. You see his bloody finger claw to the top of
it.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things they really nailed about the movie. Like,
yeah. And after that, when he's talking to Happy, he reacts how anyone would in that situation.
Yeah.
He just lost someone he considered to be father figure, best friend, whatever.
Yeah.
He watched him die, and he knows he died. Well, Happy tells him he died for him. So he watched him die. And then his summer vacation is totally hijacked.
Yeah.
And he has to fight this thing, and he's being lied to and manipulated, and he's 16. Like,
yeah, you want to talk manipulated?
Yeah.
How about Zombie Tony and the illusion?
Yeah,
that's after all that happened.
That's effed up.
Flipping, right?
Yeah, and he's yelling at Happy, and then he's like, I'm sorry. Like, no, bud, yell more.
Yeah.
Like, that was... Tom Holland's acting is perfect.
The guy's good.
Like, when he sees, the first time you see Mysterio die, in quotations.
Oh, when Fury shoots him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's, like, talking to him. The look on Peter's face, the pure disgust and the horrific.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love the acting in this damn movie.
Yeah.
Like,
they did it right with him.
I thought Tom Holland's acting was like perfect in all the other movies, and it was, but now it's just next level awesomeness, and
you surround him with like top-notch actors like Jake Gyllenhaal, and Sam Jackson's always great. So and they got Zendaya in there, like wow. And then the Peter Tingle. The Peter Tingle. It was so they won't say Spidey senses. It's the Peter Tingle. And his aunt named it.
It's great. It's great.
Again, the humor, right?
Yeah.
Even when he's facing off against Mysterio, it's okay, Peter Tingle. Peter Tingle. Still calling it that.
He's in like takes a deep breath and he goes and then the way the effects in this movie were awesome.
Yeah.
Like
blew me away.
One of the most impressive things was Zombie Tony. It was in there for a very short amount of time. But it must have been really hard to do. So I can see why it wasn't in there that much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the short and sweet, not sweet. The short.
Oh, man. Every time.
The water monster, I know just from, like, when Moana came out and they were talking about how hard it is to animate water.
Yeah. That's a good point.
In that movie, they got, like, water everywhere,
like
splashing.
A water giant monster, yeah.
Yeah. And then the fire, even, too. Like, fire is hard to draw and, like, edit.
And make realistic, yeah. It's one of the hardest things, again.
Yeah. It's insane. And I saw this on Instagram. And it was the clip where he shoots the water monster with his web.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. And he's like,
yeah. It's like, well, what am I going to do?
Peter, did you expect that to work?
Yeah.
Like,
you can't tie it up.
No.
But yeah, and they did such a good job with, because again, I know the Mysterio character does the illusions, but even like the first two illusions and he's fighting them and that, and you're kind of like, whoa, they're doing such a good job. You get lost in it.
Yeah.
And then the part where Peter shoots the web to the Ferris wheel.
Okay, yeah.
And it hits the thing instead. He's like, whoa, what was that? And I almost like clicked back in. I was like, oh yeah, he's fooling them. Like I got wrapped up in it.
Yeah, I was like I said earlier when we were coming back from the movie theater, I thought Ned was going to die in that movie.
I did too. So
I thought that was going to be the scene. They were going to kill Ned and his girlfriend, Betty.
Both of them?
I thought they were both going to die.
That's dark.
So I thought they were both going to die, and when they didn't, I was like, oh, God, it's going to come.
Yeah.
Ned's going to die.
Still waiting for...
But he didn't.
No.
And that's a good thing.
The guy in the chair is still around.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good thing.
And so is Zendaya.
Yeah.
Zendaya, she's stunning, first of all.
Yeah.
And she... I don't know if she dyed it or just put a wig on or whatever, but she did something with her hair and it was red. And someone tweeted, Zendaya's hair was red after the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Like on her Instagram and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And people were like, oh, remember when people were trying to mask their racism by saying that Zendaya couldn't be MJ because she didn't have red hair? Well, here you go.
Oh, so she...
So that was great. I saw that. It was great.
Well, again, they're changing the original character and all that, but it works.
That. Yeah, and I loved that movie.
You know?
And even Ned, I don't think you'd see a character that looks like him in a lot of movies.
Yeah, not as a main character.
Not
because he is a main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And even there was a girl with like a headscarf, hijab thing.
Yep.
And I hadn't seen that in a movie in a long time. And I was so happy they put that in there.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You don't really see that unless it's a movie and the part of it's in the Middle East.
Yeah.
But honestly, like you go to Toronto or, you know,
anywhere,
or
Brampton,
it's you see everyone, and when they show like the whole class together and stuff, that's what you see. That's more reality to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I compare reality to a comic book movie, but
Wow.
I don't even call it political correctness. It's more accurate.
Yeah. Exactly.
You will see everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. Peter was like, he was so cute during the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
When
with the jealousy when she's hanging out with the Studley guy. he's always. How many times did you see him like looking around a corner?
Yeah.
Or like looking around a chair or something. Stop being creepy. It was so good.
And the opera starts. The guy flips him off.
This guy got flipped off once in every movie.
Yeah, MJ flipped him off in the last
in the first one. You know, Bucky probably flipped him off in Civil War. He just didn't really see it.
Yeah, probably. Just like the metal arm. Do that as a bonus with the metal arm. Shine the light in his face.
Bing.
With the middle finger. Yeah, that'd be great.
But yeah, it was.
I want to see Sebastian Stan and Tom Holland do that.
Hey, Peter didn't get flipped off in this one.
The sun goes right into his eyes.
Yeah.
Bucky! Bucky's the kind of guy to do that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And like even the kiss, he was like, you kissed me. And it just kind of stopped. Like everything just kind of stopped. She's like, yeah, I did.
But that's hero movie. It's like a big passionate kiss.
Yeah.
It was like an awkward peck.
Yeah. Like,
right?
so
she leans in,
cute.
boink.
It's so cute though.
Which again is more realistic.
Yeah. Especially Peter. Like even the one thing Mysterio said that was true was that Peter was awkward and he had a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, at the bar. I give you 50-50.
How many lemonades did you have?
Yeah.
I can't drink. I'm not 21.
But yeah, just I'm going over it in my head and like every part from start to finish, just good.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, they really nailed it. Again, like we're saying on the way up here, after Endgame, it's like, okay, well now what are they doing? You know, this Phase 4 thing?
Yeah.
Which I have my doubts about, but now I'm like, bring it on, let's do this.
I've got high expectations now.
Yeah.
Like higher expectations than Endgame.
Yeah.
Like I like that movie more than Endgame.
Oh, did you?
And I don't know if it's just because I'm still on a high or if I just really like Tom Holland and Peter Parker and Zendaya and whatnot.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
But yeah. Also, I may still be salty about Steve's ending in Endgame, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd see if there's something I would say about Endgame. We're getting off track, but it doesn't matter. There was some stuff at the end they didn't need to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel they need to do the Steve thing.
No. Tony's death. They needed to do.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah. At the end with the funeral.
Yeah.
You know, they had Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch talking at the end, which that's all right.
I loved that.
Kind of wrap it up, and the Ant-Man was talking with his daughter, which is fine, but it was like, okay, now they're doing this, and then there's that, and then it's. I feel like they didn't really need to.
No.
The Steve thing could have been a cut scene.
Could have been Natasha's funeral, for all I
yeah,
care.
which you never saw.
Like I'm so mad about that. And another thing I'm upset about is when Hawkeye and what's his name, Barton, and Wanda were talking, and she goes, they both do, like they both know we won or whatever. A lot of people think she was referring to Vision.
Well, that's what I thought.
No, her brother. He died. That would
make more sense because he died for Barton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's her brother, not Vision.
I remember how she reacted when he did die.
It was more than Vision.
Robot's gone.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I love her character, but they need to make her character more about her and less with her relationship with Vision. Like, that was so forced and stupid to me.
Yeah,
he's a robot.
Yeah.
I don't care if he has the Mind Stone, and technically that means he has emotions. He's a robot. I hate it. Anyway.
Yeah. But I don't know. See, I don't know what else they'd do.
Yeah. So.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So.
Her and Clint start getting snuggly and she has to fight his wife.
No. That would be even worse than
Than
robot,
anything. Yeah.
That'd be a funny deleted scene, though. Just for, like, comic relief.
At the funeral. They're down by the lake and his wife goes, "What's going on here?" honey. Don't you honey me, arrow guy.
Don't you honey me, arrow guy. You'd make a great wife.
I'd say there's a ton of things you can do with these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was just... Any movie where I'm, like, literally kind of getting up in my chair.
I was up in my seat so many... Like, I thought they were going to kill Peter.
He went through a lot. Yeah.
But I love the emotions he has, because you don't see that in too many superheroes.
Yeah.
You see it in Tony.
Yeah.
You kind of see it in Nat in Endgame, which is scary because she's a trained assassin.
Yeah, she's a lot more cold in most of the movies.
And you see her cry while eating a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of her character progression, right?
Yeah.
But, what was I going to say? I don't know.
You just don't see too many superheroes with emotions.
Cap doesn't really get emotional.
No.
He gets, like, kind of angry when he's fighting, but he's usually cool and collected, right?
Yeah. You never... You see him shed a tear once in the entire series, I think. And that was after Nat died.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, Thor, he gets angry.
Yeah.
But not really.
Well, no. Hulk gets angry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love Thor's whole story.
Yeah.
Because, like, you constantly see the orphan superheroes.
Yeah.
But Thor lost his mom in his second movie?
Second movie, yeah.
So for a whole movie, he still wasn't an orphan. He was powerful. He had his brother.
His dad was still alive.
His dad was still alive. And then his mom died, which took more of a toll on Loki, I've heard, than Thor. I still haven't seen the movie. I heard it was really bad, so...
It's not great.
And then in Thor Ragnarok, he loses his dad, which doesn't really take a toll on him because, well, his dad was a huge piece of crap.
You think Odin was a piece of crap?
Yeah, he's a crap father. Hela, Loki, and Thor could have been the best trio, most powerful people in the MCU. But no, Loki and Hela are awful because Odin was a crap dad. So, and then I think Loki's death is the one he stays with the most. Because, like, Loki was always alive.
Yeah, they were always so back and forth.
Yeah. And then, like, Tony's parents, they're dead.
Yep.
Steve and Bucky's parents, obviously, very dead.
Well, yeah.
But they don't really think about that at all. Wanda's parents are dead, and her brother is dead.
Yeah, well...
And her robot boyfriend is dead.
Well, I guess Cap's parents were dead, like, back at World War I, though, weren't they?
They weren't?
Isn't that why, like, Bucky looked out for him or something?
I don't know. I just thought he and Bucky were friends. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The only time you hear Cap's parents mentioned were,
in Civil War?
Yeah.
After Bucky...
When they got him in the vice. He's like, your mom's name is Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sam Wilson, his father was in the Air Force?
Yep.
I'm getting this right?
I think so.
And then Barton actually has an interesting story in the comics. He was really close with his mom, and his father was abusive.
Okay.
So it's awesome to see that he has, like, a wife 3 kids.
Yeah.
A farm. Like, it's awesome to see that after he had such an awful childhood and is a trained assassin.
Yeah.
Nat's parents, she never knew them. She was stolen.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot better than just killing them off. What else is there? There's so many dead parents. Peter's.
Yeah.
But he has his awesome Aunt May. He doesn't really dwell on his parents too much, so.
Yeah, he was like super young.
Yeah. What other superheroes are there?
Hulk?
Bruce Banner. Never hear about his parents.
No.
Carol Danvers. It's mentioned in the movie for like a split second. Monica says she didn't like her parents, so Maria and Monica were her chosen family.
Yeah, she always came over. That's right.
Yeah. So Carol just doesn't have a good relationship with her parents, which, again, better than just killing them off and be like, oh, her parents are dead, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
As you can see, I like deep, meaningful relationships in movies.
Yeah. Well, that's...
I
think it's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have the greatest actors and amazing special effects. If the story doesn't work, then it can fall apart.
Yeah.
We can be like, what did I just watch? Like,
Yeah.
who's
That's
that?
why-
Why were they so,
That's why Endgame was dangerous to do, and Spider-Man Far From Home, putting him, 7 different places is so dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's easy to follow once you see it.
Yeah, once they put it together. That's true.
Yeah.
But, I mean, with Endgame, it was all the different places they went were predicated and kind of from the other movies.
Yeah. So
if you're, you'd have to be a fan. You could probably enjoy it without knowing all the stuff, but
it'd be confusing.
you'd struggle with it, yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't seen all the movies. I've seen Avengers, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I watched the first part where Cap, Iron Man, and Thor meet.
Yeah.
And they get in, that fight.
That little scrap, yeah.
And then that was it. That's all I paid attention to.
Actually, I always love that part.
I've seen Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
It was the first... No. Yeah, it was the first MCU movie I saw.
Is that the first one I took you to?
Yeah, because I remember getting excited for Civil War after I saw it.
Oh, okay.
So Age of Ultron was the first one I've seen, and then obviously I've seen Infinity War.
Yeah.
And Endgame. So I've seen 3 out of 4 of the movies.
Nice.
Do I have to stop?
No, keep going.
Okay,
I'm just doodling.
I've seen Thor 1. Good movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Good movie. I haven't seen Thor 2. I heard it sucks.
It's not good.
I've seen Thor 3. Thor Ragnarok is such a good movie.
I really liked it.
And there's Valkyrie was confirmed to be bisexual in that,
Mm.
but the scene was cut out.
Yeah.
So that makes me happy. And then I've seen Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
I've seen the first hour maybe. Didn't pay attention to it. Haven't seen Iron Man 2. Haven't seen Iron Man 3.
The third one.
No, wait, no. I've seen Iron Man 2. With
Yeah?
Whiplash, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen Iron Man 2.
Okay. And that's where they introduced War Machine. And Black Widow.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Okay, yeah. Captain America, I've seen all of them. They're all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I haven't seen the Hulk movie because it's really old. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not.
You can do without. All the Hulk movies before that don't really tie into the MCU.
No.
They got a different actor every time, and
I've seen the MCU Spider-Man with Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I've seen those 2. And all the other ones he's in. I've seen Doctor Strange. I haven't seen the original, 7 Spider-Man movies. Because they did the story 3 different times.
Well, there's 5. They did the 3 originals with Tobey Maguire was the actor. He did a really good job.
Yeah. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, they do the backstory.
And then they restarted
Those 3 were good, except for the third one. It was dumb. They tried to put too much into it.
Oh.
They had like 4 villains, and it was
Jesus.
yeah.
No, that's too much in one movie.
Trying to cram it in.
I haven't seen. Was it Andrew with the other Spider-Man?
Yeah, they
After
did 2
Toby.
of those. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I like both of those.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
I don't need to.
No, you don't.
I really don't.
They're fun, but
Everyone's always like, "Oh, you gotta watch them. They're like old and awesome, and they're better than Tom Holland." I'm like, no.
no, I wouldn't say that. Tobey Maguire,
No.
I'd put him up there.
Yeah, I've heard he's a good actor.
Yeah, I don't know if he's better.
Still not gonna watch them. I love Tom Holland's acting.
Yeah.
He's great. I've seen Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else I haven't seen. There's some movies I haven't seen. I've seen both the Ant-Man movies. There's some movies I haven't seen, and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta watch them. They're so important." Like, no, I know the story.
Yeah.
I know the main storyline. I'm good.
Yeah.
And the movies are great. Like, I should probably watch Iron Man though. That's one I gotta
The
watch.
original?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what kicked it all off.
I was 2 years old when that came out. You can't blame me for not watching it. You can't be too harsh.
No. But it's good. The third one, yeah, you can do without.
Yeah. I know Harley is introduced, and then he's there again at the funeral in Endgame.
Yeah.
And he's like a character everyone likes, but
Which is, I was confused about. I'm not familiar with that character at all.
no.
Again, I read comics way back when.
I want to see a movie about Bucky
Well, he's doing that series, right?
with the Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to watch that.
Because your bitterness.
No, I would love to see a movie as Sam with Captain America.
Yeah.
I just don't think putting Sam and Bucky in a TV show together with Agent Carter would be a good idea. And Zemo being back. Like, what? I don't want to watch that. Like, it's not...
I don't know, that might make it work.
I want it... If it does come, I want it to be stupid and funny. I don't want it to have some deep storyline. I want Sam and Bucky to hate each other and love each other at the same time and always, like, talk while Sam throws the shield and Bucky deflects it off his arm or whatever. Like, I want to hear that. Like, oh, I hate you. Catch this. Like, you know? I don't want a serious show where Bucky makes out with Agent Carter or whatnot and Zemo freaking kidnaps Bucky again. And no. It'd be repetitive and stupid.
Well, I'm sure they'll come up with something else and put a spin on it. I hope. But, I mean, it's Disney now. And they're going to have different writers, and they're going to, you know.
I don't want that. I don't like change.
It's going to be different. Didn't say it might not be good.
The WandaVision show seems super stupid.
They don't need to do that.
They don't. The Loki show, it'd be funny.
If there's any I'm going to check out and sit down and watch, it'll be the Loki. I just always love the character.
Yeah.
He's the god of mischief.
I don't like
Right?
him as much as other
No.
people do. Like,
I always liked him.
I loved him in Ragnarok. I can admit that. He was good in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But every other movie is... I don't like him. He's kind of like the Magneto of the group.
Yeah.
Good, bad, good, bad.
Yeah,
Make
that's
up your
fair.
mind, biatch.
It's situational.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really like them. I don't like characters who do that. Good, bad, good, bad.
Flop around.
Like, yeah, there's Wanda, but she went bad, good, and didn't go back.
Yeah.
And then there's Steve, who's constantly on government watch list and being thrown in prisons and whatnot. But
He's Captain America, and he's probably the biggest criminal in the group.
yeah, exactly.
He's always got the cops after him.
But he's not like good, bad, I guess.
Yeah.
He just, people don't like him.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Bucky.
Mm.
Yes, he goes kind of good, bad.
But it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
It's controlled.
He's being mind controlled, and that's the interesting part of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the
I love Bucky's long hair. I want to see him in a man bun.
I don't know if they'll do that.
I saw a text post, and it said, "If Marvel doesn't put Bucky in their next movie with a man bun, I'm going to fly into the sun and die." And then someone said, "Are you sure you wouldn't fly into the sun and die if you saw Bucky in a man bun?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, that's me."
But yeah, I know. I watched the lineup for the big Phase 4, which, well, I guess just started with the Far From Home.
It started, with Far From Home.
Yeah.
Perfect movie to
think
start
the
it off with.
Black Widow movie's coming up.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. And I think this is kind of a educated guess, that blonde chick that Spider-Man was caught with.
Huh?
The blonde woman in the movie.
Oh.
I think that's the nemesis of Black Widow. I think that's who that's going to be.
That's going to be awesome.
Otherwise, she's some random blonde chick.
I actually thought it was going to be Mysterio under disguise.
Oh, jeez.
So I was really surprised when it was an actual woman.
Yeah.
The attack drone part on the bus. I hated that guy. Not Peter.
The other guy.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Peter deserves MJ. Change my mind.
So, yeah. You gonna spend the rest of the day looking at Easter eggs and memes and stuff? Theories?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah, I mean...
Everyone was pretty much right about Mysterio.
Well,
being
yeah.
the villain and the illusions and stuff.
Yeah, but again, they did a great job with it.
I think a lot of people went to go see it just to see if Ned died and if Peter ended with a MJ. Which, like, that's what originally intrigued me, because, like, it was so obvious who the villain was.
Yeah.
Like, so obvious.
Weird elemental things and kind of generic.
Multiverse. I was so glad that wasn't an actual thing. Oh my
But
god.
I love how they addressed it. When he's doing the speech, he's like, "And you, with his buddy, coming up with the story, which I thought was dumb, but apparently it works."
Yeah.
And they're just like, leave it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I hated the idea of the multiverse in the MCU. It was okay in Spider-Verse, as that was like an awesome movie.
That's what the movie was, yeah.
Yeah. But like in the MCU and just I
No.
wouldn't want that.
It's,
So
and
I was so
again, they
glad
kind
when
of
he ended
touched on
them.
it when Peter finds out, and he's like, "Well, how's that work because of this theory and that?" And it's like, well, it doesn't.
Yeah. And that's
You know,
why they should have
It's too infinite, you know.
Yeah.
Then they could do whatever they want and then go, "Oh yeah, multiverse."
Yeah.
It's sloppy.
Yeah.
That would be sloppy writing.
Yeah. But like back to the kiss with MJ and Peter. I just want to talk about this a bit more. That was what I imagine a realistic kiss to be.
Yeah.
Just like he was like gonna kiss her and then he didn't and then she kissed him, but it wasn't like a huge sexual kiss, whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the big.
It was kind of like Ron and Hermione's kiss. Like yeah, it was a big kiss and it happened in an awesome event.
Yeah.
But as Emma Watson said, that it was lined up for 8 movies. And
Yeah,
then
that's
it
true.
happened. Obviously, Peter Parker didn't wait 8 movies to kiss MJ.
No.
Or vice versa or whatever. He waited like 2 movies.
Yeah. Well, he liked the other girl in the first one.
Yeah, but like, I loved how they did it because it wasn't, you know, this big, passionate,
Yeah.
gross.
It was an awkward teenager kiss.
Yeah. It was like, she kissed him a little bit, and then she kissed him a little bit again, and then they had an actual kiss.
Yeah.
But it was so cute because, like, this is weird. I was staring at Tom Holland's hair when it zoomed in on Zendaya's face, and I noticed her hand was in his hair.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you mentioned his hair is black, and I was like, oh, his hair, is it
Well,
brown or
it's
black? Or
just that one part in the hotel. I couldn't help looking at him going, his hair's like black.
yeah.
When it's like a dark brown, but it looked
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Amazing Phil black hair. So, I don't know. I don't know why that distracted me, but I was
I
like,
don't know.
okay.
I was paying attention to how adorable he was being.
Well, yeah.
He was so awkward and cute. He's like, I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna knock on her door and do
Yeah.
it. I was like, aw.
Yeah, and he spouts it out. He's like, I don't want the trip to be over, and I want to do something. And no.
Yeah, like he's so cute. I love.
Yeah. When he finally tells her,
Yeah.
she's like, "Really? You're not joking? I was only like 67% sure." Yeah. It's like one of the only times she was shook.
Yeah. Don't ever say shook.
Okay, I won't say shook.
You sound like Shane Dawson.
I'm so shook. I'm in my 30s. Shook and fire.
Oh,
But yeah.
great movie.
Yeah, definitely great movie.
I love everything about it. And like he puts the other shirt on when he goes out of the prison.
Oh, yeah.
He puts the other shirt on. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Those soccer guys. That
Yeah.
jail was funny. He looks and the guy's got his mask on. And you hear him, oh, yeah, night monkey.
Night monkey. I don't know how that got to the news.
I don't know. Friggin' Ned said it on the Ferris wheel because he's panicking, and then it took off.
I think Betty just posted it somewhere. And
Probably,
the news
yeah.
got a hold of it. I like Betty's character. She's funny.
She was funny.
I kind of like.
But the start threw me off.
Yeah.
They're showing the characters and playing the friggin' music. I was like, what is happening? And then it was school. Like, what?
I saw the first few Tony Stark pictures, and then I saw Cap's picture, and then Nat's picture, and I was like, "Oh, I know what this is. It's a school presentation
Yeah.
thing."
Yeah,
'Cause
you
those
caught
are
on
for-
before it was.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
was sitting there going, what?
"I will remember."
Sarah McLachlan.
It's got the doves in front of Tony's
Yeah.
face.
The editing.
Oh my god.
They go to the two co-hosts. So some strange things happened. You're like, shit went crazy.
No swearing.
It's like it's the last day. I'm good.
Damn good. My little brother is over. My little brother's older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's science
It's math.
or math.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even like they did a little funny joke about the snap
Yeah.
when they're showing the basketball team.
Yeah.
Like, and then the guys blink back in. I was like, what? That's hilarious.
I'm so confused.
Ugh.
He was blimped, so technically he's not 21. He's 16.
Yeah.
I love that.
I like how they didn't.
They
didn't
didn't
ignore the blip, but they just kind of made little quips about it,
Yeah.
which is it was really well.
The girl thought I was a ghost, and I thought it was a mistress.
Yeah, May's talking.
I guess May got snapped then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wondered
I
that.
thought she would have survived and like kicked Tony's ass because he left her.
Yeah.
I saw so many memes about that after the movie came out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, they nailed it.
they did.
It was really good.
Mhm.
And MCU keeps on trucking. Now I'm looking forward to the other ones they
It's
got
still
coming.
going.
Mhm. They got
Thor 4, more Thor, starring Gina Linetti.
I know they got the Black Widow, Black Panther's coming. The second one.
a Valkyrie movie.
They might.
Her like being Queen of Asgard, or just her backstory, or her girlfriend.
Yeah, well, I mean, they could put it in where she was Valkyrie, and they could have Hela in there again, right? It could be like that's almost a Thor prequel,
Yeah.
right?
How old is Valkyrie then?
It's pretty old, but she's Asgardian, you know. Thor's like 1,300 years old or something.
She
He
would have
said.
had to be older than Thor.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
because she was a Valkyrie that fought Hela, and that was way before Thor came about because that they locked Hela up. He might have been a baby, but
Oh my god.
see, they could do something with that, right?
Valkyrie's like 1,500 years old.
Oh yeah, she looks great.
I thought she was just like a normal human or Asgardian.
No.
But I guess Asgardians live like as long as the gods.
Well, yeah.
If that's the case, because
Loki says that in the first Avengers, I think.
Oh.
Maybe the second one. No, the second Thor. He says that.
The second one doesn't have Loki in it. The second Avengers.
Sorry, the second Thor. Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
because
Asgardians live to be like 30,000 years old or something.
something.
So
But
Valkyrie is Asgardian. Okay.
yeah.
I never realized that.
Yeah. She's Asgardian.
All right, I got it now.
Yeah.
I thought she just, came from Earth and like fought.
No. Well, it's,
Well, she doesn't have like any extraordinary powers other than her amazing fighting skills and awesome firework entrances.
yeah.
But like
Awesome entrances and strength and
Pegasus.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she's just kind of like normal.
I don't know about normal.
Well, no, but
But yeah, the Rock guy says that in
the
Ragnarok.
Rock guy,
I can't remember his name.
Korg,
Kork.
Korg and Meek. That
Yeah.
guy. Okay, I was like, who?
Kork. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Kork says that when they're about to do the fighting thing. He's like, you gotta watch those Asgardians. He's like, huh? When he's talking to Thor there, they're trying to pick out their weapons.
Gotcha.
But yeah, in the second Thor, Loki talks about, it starts off they're bringing him in because it's after Avengers and they've arrested him.
All right.
And he's talking to Odin and he's like, the humans are just like us. We're born, we die. He goes, well, give or take 1,000 years. Yeah.
Give or take 1,000. Please tell me Loki was the one to say that.
Yeah,
not
that's
Odin.
what Loki said. Odin said.
Love Loki. I hate his character, but I love his attitude and his personality.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love him, but I hate how he can't choose which side.
Yeah. Well, again, he's a tragic story, right?
Yeah.
And his parents are dead.
Yeah.
Because of Odin, by the way. Or no, wait. Well, his parents are dead later on.
Yeah.
But in the first Thor, his father's still alive.
Yeah.
Son of Laufey.
Oh, right. Loki. Okay, yeah, that.
Laufey, the ice giant.
I forgot he was an ice
Frost giant. Huge difference, right?
Totally.
But yeah, today's movie, awesome.
Far From Home.
Killed it.
Awesome. Great movie. Messy, but awesome. They did it perfectly. The kiss and...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get away from that. I've never seen that kind of kiss in a movie.
I think that's why it works.
And it's Peter's pure emotion is just
Yeah.
everything, because that's how someone should react to this kind of stuff. Bucky should be actually mad all the time.
Yeah.
He should have snapped on Steve when he went back and just...
Yeah.
I don't care if Steve has the right to be selfish. Bucky has been tortured and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to get away from this before I spiral. But yeah.
We can wrap it up.
So my mouth is sore.
Your mouth is sore?
I've been talking too long.
Oh, no.
But yeah, Far From Home. Great movie. Loved it.
Watch it. It was
Watch
good.
it, yes, please. If you haven't, well, we kind of told the whole story already, but...
Watch it, then listen to this.
Yeah. For
Alright.
that warning.
All right, that is our review. And I think we'll do more of these as more Marvel movies come out.
Yeah, I can't wait till Black Widow. I think it's the next one, right?
I think so, but I'd check.
We'll check.
All right. Have a good night.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.